Coffee is a widely consumed beverage on college campuses. Many students use it to get a little energy before they study for their midterm, or maybe write their speech the night before it's due. As a barista at Black Horse, I always strive to make the most excellent cup of coffee that I possibly can. I hope to share my knowledge with you so that you too can make an awesome cup of coffee. The first thing you want to do is select which beans you're going to use. I would try to avoid beans bought from grocery stores, where they're typically not as fresh as something you can get from a local coffee shop. You'll want to be aware of the difference between Arabica coffee and Robusta coffee. Arabica coffee is grown in mountainous regions above 600-meter elevation, and they're typically considered to be higher quality beans. Robusta coffee is proven to have higher free 2-FFT, which pretty much just means it has a much more bitter flavor than Arabica coffee. This research was done by a group of authors published in the Food Analytical Method Journal in 2017. You want to choose the right region for you. Different regions will have different flavors around the coffee belt. My personal favorite is Sumatra coffee, which has more of like a earthy flavor to it. Then you'll want to choose the roast level. A dark roast is going to be more bold and have an in-your-face flavor, where a light roast is going to be a little more delicate, usually associated with fruity tones, and a medium roast will be somewhere in between. Then you'll choose the grind level that is appropriate for your brewing method. It depends on the process you use, so if you do like a French press, it's going to be a little more coarse, whereas espresso is very fine. My personal favorite method is the pour over. As you can see, you want to grind it to about the size of sea salt. Then you'll set up your apparatus. For a pour over, you'll want to wet your filter, as you can see up here. Many people don't think this step is necessary, but a guide published by Stumptown Coffee in 2015 says that this will wash away any residue that the paper will have, giving it like a woodsy flavor that you don't want. And then it will also form to the cone, so that way it doesn't fall over when you're pouring your coffee. And then you want to measure out your coffee ratio, which is about 3 ounces of water to 1 tablespoon of coffee, which for like this size cup, which is about 12 ounces, is generally 4 scoops. Then you'll want, when you begin pouring, you'll start to bloom your coffee. This, Sunil Pabari at the Roasters Pack explains this as a release of CO2 that's trapped within your grounds. And through this, you'll be able to, flavors will seep in through the coffee into your cup. It is also a test for the freshness of your coffee. So if it doesn't bloom, it might have been expired. Once it looks like this picture on the right, you'll want to let it sit for about 30 seconds so it can fully extract all the flavors. Then you'll do your final pours, which is mostly like you want to go like around the edges of the filter to bring down all the grounds from the sides to the bottom, so that way the flavors from those go into your cup as well. And this usually takes about 45 to 65 seconds. Lastly, you'll make your cup. So add whatever you like to it. Maybe you drink it black, or you'll add some milk or non-dairy creamer or sugar if desired. Once you've done that, you're ready to drink your cup of coffee. I hope you can use this knowledge for the next time you have to write your speech to get a little energy, but also an excellent cup of coffee with